can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about what your friends really think of you. Now, this was a subscriber requested video, and I was so happy to do this one. I've done it before, but it's been a while, and you know, friends' ideas of us change. We all change, so I thought it was a good one to get into. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's so good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information will be found on my website, and there's a link to that in my description box below, along with all the links to my social media. Now, before you see 4 piles of cards. I've done a pre-shuffle. I will also be pulling as I go and getting letters and charms at the end of each group. So what I have on top as your psychic linking object is a necklace. So I thought this would be an interesting psychic linking object for this particular reading, and I'm going to show you the necklaces close up. So the first group is a silver chain. The second group is this weed necklace. The third group is the Saturn necklace. So number 4 is going to be this black triangle necklace. This was a gift from Magdalene's Crafts. I will also insert a little video with some backing music so you guys can kind of chill out and see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck. Can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
Hey group 1, all of you that selected the silver chain, this is going to be your reading all about what your friends really think of you. Now keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I am going to be pulling letters and charms at the end of this group, and I'll be pulling more cards as I need clarity. All right, so let's get into your cards. The first card we have is the Venetians, Romance, Soulmates, Empathy. What do your friends really think of you, group 1? We have Kabbalah, Tree of Life, Integration, Life Lessons, Emanation. It's your card. You know, I'm getting this really cool energy from you. I think you're very empathic. I think you're a really good friend. Like, you have a lot of compassion for your friends. I think you're a very good counselor. People know they can depend on you at sometimes, and sometimes that means that you get taken advantage of by your friends. Some of your friends might think you're kind of a pushover and they can get you to do just about anything. And I don't really think that's a fair assessment of you. I feel like the people who are your friends who would say this are people who have taken advantage of you, but not in a really serious way. Okay, so I don't feel like these are people who are like toxic. They're just people who have gotten you to do things that you really didn't want to do, but you did it because, you know, you're friends. So, all right, let's get some more energy on the table. We have Agarthians, manifesting multidimensional perception and attunement. Yeah, there's some friends that you have that you have this deeper bond with. You have almost like an ESP. You guys are like-minded. You have a group think going on with these friends. It could be a best friend or it could be like a group of friends. Okay, some of you guys may be like in a band or have been in a band, or you just have a group of people who you just vibe with so heavy. It might be like people you smoke with even. We have bully, light attributes, highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps. So what I'm getting with this card, like, is that for all this Cancer energy that I'm feeling, I'm feeling like a lot of nurturing, a lot of support, a lot of like taking care of your friends. When they're in trouble, they can count on you. Like, you'll be there for them. And you'll throw hands if necessary. You don't want to. Like, you don't condone violence, but, you know, don't bring me to it. That's what I'm hearing. If you bring me to it, I'll do it. So just don't. Child eternal, light attributes, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. I feel like a couple of things here. I feel like your friends feel like you always bring a unique perspective to situations. I feel like you're always looking at the positivity in people. Like, if you overhear people talking, like your friends are talking about someone, maybe they're dishing the dirt, you always try to bring in the positive. Like, they'll say, oh, this person's not very good at drawing. And you'll be like, oh, but they're really good with color. Like, they have great color theory. Stuff like that. Like, you'll always point out their strengths. And I feel like you just have a really open heart space. And it's powerful. It's healing. You heal your friends. I don't think you realize that, but some of your friends do. They know that when they're around you for a while, they feel better. They feel better about their life. They feel better about who they are. And sometimes you might find yourself in need of solitude because you give so much of your energy to others. Yeah, empaths can have an issue with this. You may find that you're not as much of a people person as maybe people think you are, because you do pull back because you need to recharge. That's how you recharge. You may be an introvert that is just really good with people and you heal people. So you're called to be around people. But really, your element is solitude. It's the state of being a hermit. So interesting about your energy, group one. That is so interesting. Okay, we have albatross. You're going on a spiritual journey. So tap in and enjoy the vacay. Have a good trip. Don't trip. Okay. You're very spiritually connected. And people, like your friends, feel this about you. They know you're tapped in. I think some of you are psychic or have you're empaths, but having psychic ability is a little different. Some of you guys are clairvoyant, you're clairaudient. Some of you guys, okay, and some of you guys don't want people to know this, flat out. Okay, that you hear people talking to you, you hear voices, you hear people call your name, you hear music, and some of you guys at times are afraid that you're losing it a little bit. And of course, if you feel ungrounded, please go seek professional help. Okay. Now, with that aside, I'm going to tell you, you're hearing spirits. A lot of you are hearing spirits. Okay, and how can you test this? If you can make the spirits stop talking, all right, then there's a good chance that that's of a spiritual nature. If you can interact with these spirits and they'll it's not something invasive. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you can work with and work around. And the messages are never of anything negative. They're not going to tell you to do destructive things to self or others. Okay, that's how you know they're probably of a more spiritual nature. I'm going to encourage you to test those spirits though. Okay. And I feel like your ancestors will guide you on how to do that. But many of you guys, that's a whole side thing I got into, but you guys are a psychic. And so your friends a lot of times will ask you for advice because they know that you just know. You just know. Somehow you just always know about people. You have a good feel for people. Part of it is because you do take time away and you know yourself so well. When you know yourself this well, it helps you. It's like learning to tune into yourself when you're alone helps you learn to tune in to other people's energies, because you now know what your energy is and what is the energy of others. It's not just a mismatch. It's not a mismatch of energy and your energy. It's like your energy and other people's energies. You can tell the difference. You can discern the difference. That's part of what makes you so powerful, because you just know. And that's part of when you pull back your energy, you go into hermit mode, you're learning more about your energy. All right, let's keep going here. We have warthog. You guys, I said warthog. Okay, warthog. Someone wants to be with you. They are a good match for you energetically. They will bring you harmony. Let's read it one more time for this warthog. Someone wants to be with you. They are a good match for you energetically. They will bring you harmony. Okay, so I feel like you do have people who are interested in you. I think you have people who want to be close to you. I think you have a lot of friends who feel close to you. You may have that thing where people feel closer to you. You may have that thing where people feel closer to you than they actually are, which can make you, as an introvert, feel very uncomfortable, right? You might not know exactly how to deal with that, because it really is a false sense of closeness, but they feel it because of your warmth, because you make people feel comfortable. So it's very hard for you to pull back your energy, because when you pull back your energy, they feel the distance now. So it's a difficult place to be. So I just encourage you to, withdraw when you need to recharge your batteries. That's always going to be your best bet. We have cow. You are very nurturing and caring, but it doesn't mean you have to cater to everyone. Fuck that. Put some boundaries up for yourself. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. You are very nurturing and caring, but it doesn't mean you have to cater to everyone. Fuck that. Put some boundaries up for yourself. Yeah. And here's the thing. I think that your friends have problems with your boundaries. I do get that. I get that, they all want to be close to you, or a lot of them do, or however many friends you have. Some of you guys have a lot of friends. Some of you don't have many. But here's the thing. I think some of you don't think you have many friends, but you don't understand that your acquaintances feel like they're your friends. I think it's really important for you to not allow people to step on your boundaries and not take advantage of your caring nature. Okay? I know it's hard because they're your friends and you care about them, but you can be overgiving sometimes, and that depletes your energy, and it causes you, when you give too much of your energy and you get drained and you don't take time out, you're really just making yourself sick at that point. It's really important, group one, that you always take downtime, because you have a tendency to overgive. And when you overgive and you don't take downtime, you have a tendency to get sick or to get really burned out. All right, we have rebirth, snake. We have crab, retreat. There's that Cancer energy. There it is. I think group one, quite a few of you have some kind of powerful, I want to say crab aspects, but they're Cancer aspects in your chart. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. Could be some kind of, also Pisces. I'm feeling like powerful Pisces placements as well. Okay, let's get into your tarot here. We have the Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing so dependable. Like you are down for your friends. You don't play. When it comes to your friendships, you don't play. We have the King of Cups. We're not reading reversals. Yeah, there's all that water energy. People feel really connected to you. I think for your friends, if you have friends in your life that don't have good connections, like you're their one good connection. Like you're the one friend that they can go to when they don't feel good about themselves. We have the Ace of Wands. Oh, yeah, I think you help lift people's spirits. I think that you can be counted on to kind of like help pull people out of dark places. That can be a tough friendship for you, though. You have to make sure that the people that you're giving to and are so generous with are there for you. Okay? Who's there for you, group one? Remember, friendship is a two-way street. Okay? And if you are giving to a lot of your friends and they're not giving back to you, then it's time to think about your relationships. Okay? I'm getting with the skin, with the snake, I'm getting like it might be time to shed your skin of that relationship. It might be time to like renegotiate that friendship, or perhaps move on from it, because it's really important for you, group one, to have friendships that feed you, because you're such a giver. We have the Three of Swords. Oh, are you a little heartbreaker? People get attached to you, don't they? And then you pull away and you break hearts that way. You may have like detachment, like a detached attachment style where like you get in close to somebody and then you feel overwhelmed by the closeness because you're an empath, and you feel everything, and then you pull back to like recharge and that person feels rejected. Yeah, and then you come back forward and they're like, you're messing with me, like, why are you trying to get in my head? And they see you as manipulative, but you're not really being manipulative. You're just kind of doing your thing. I feel like people misunderstand you sometimes because of this. You may have some Scorpio as well. Feeling Scorpio here with this need to like come forward and go back. Cancer, definite Cancer vibe there. And we have the World. I think you help people move through the cycles of their life. I think you give really good advice. But I do feel this energy with this Three of Swords here that sometimes people have expectations of you, of being close to you, be this like platonic love, or this be romantic love or sexual love, just in general, that you break hearts. Just take that in, Group 1. You're a little heartbreaker. Because people get the feels for you. People feel things. You make people feel things because you're passionate. Now, you may not see yourself as passionate, but people feel with you. So when you are a person that helps other people feel emotions, they feel passion. That's one of the easiest things to feel is passion. That doesn't mean like sexual. It can mean just energetic. It can mean happy. It can mean energized, but they feel that. They feel that jolt of energy. So yeah, I think that it would be helpful if you realized that there are people who probably meant very well, that when you pulled back to recharge, they thought that you were rejecting them, and that's probably why you don't hear from them. And if you want that relationship, you may have to reach out. I know that might be difficult for you to reach out because at the heart of all this is, I feel like, an introverted heart that doesn't like to reach out to people. But if you've done this with some of your friends, you might, if it's somebody you miss, you might feel like, hey, you know what? I need to reach out here. All right. Okay. Let's get your letters and your charms. Hey, Group 1, these are going to be your letters and your charms. I'm going to read off your letters here for you. Now, keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, a word, their initials, a name, your friend's name, something meaningful, a screen name. LMNAHKZTKASINEMACWGXOYPZJFVETR. I'm seeing asinine here. Asinine. And I get LMN. And for some reason, that brings to mind Lifetime movies. Whatever, just take what resonates here. Okay, we got a couple of shells here. So again, feeling water sign energy really heavy. Also, we have the bull here. I'm feeling Taurus and Capricorn as well. So Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio. We have 3 of those. Okay, so yeah. I feel like there are times you can be real stubborn though. Real stubborn. That's a crab too. A crab. A Cancer. Cancers can be real stubborn, I do think you help your friends. We have a little broom here. I do think you help your friends kind of clean up their messes, like clean up their life. You'll even go in and help someone clean their apartment or help them move. Like, you are down for your friends. They can count on you. But again, my question to you is, how many of your friends can you count on? I think that there's a stocking here and a Christmas tree. I think you're a really good gift giver. I think some of you guys give your friends gifts sometimes out of the blue. Sometimes they're not like store-bought gifts, or if they are, sometimes they're like coffee, or you just bring like thoughtful things to your friends. You're a gift giver. That can be like one of your love languages as well. And for some of you, you like cats. There's something about cats here, or Leo energy. Maybe you're attracted to Leo energy, or you have Leo in your chart as well. I do feel like I have a zombie charm here. And I feel like when you get drained and you get tired, I feel like your friends know that, like, they can't talk to you about anything. They kind of can tell when you're burnt out because you get real quiet. Like, you just don't have it to give. And they're aware that that you push yourself too hard. And I feel like it's really important that you ground your energy, okay? And I have this little charm with the saying on it. May you always have a shell in your pocket and sand between your toes. Okay, water signs. I feel like you're being called to ground your energy to like shells or sand or water. Okay, so you might need to go get you some shells if you don't have any, if you're a water sign, or some sand, or get in your bathtub or under the shower and kind of practice some grounding techniques. They're all over YouTube, and get yourself grounded. Okay, it'll really help you. That's just kind of like a side message for you guys in this reading. So, all right, guys, that's what I got for you, group 1. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that were drawn to the weed necklace. This is going to be your reading all about what your friends really think of you. Now keep in mind, it's a general reading. This is a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling cards as I go if I need clarity, and I will be getting letters and charms at the end of the session. All right, the first card we have is Vesca Pisces, Divine Feminine, Birthing, Fertility. Okay. And we have Controversial, Assessing, New Perspectives. What do your friends really think of you? Infinity, Eternal, Past Life. Yeah, I feel like your friends really feel like a past life connection with you, quite a few of them. You know, if you have a few friends, then it might just be 1 or 2. But, you know, if you have a lot of friends, you may have a lot of people in your life who feel this deeper bond with you they can't quite explain. You may have had people come into your life that you just were instantly like close to, and you couldn't really explain it. And that would be maybe a past life connection, something like so deep and so profound, but you just can't explain it. And you guys may have like co-dreaming, or have dreamed of a past life, or both of you may be drawn to a certain timeline or history, that kind of thing. You guys might want to look into that, because there might be something there for you. All right. Okay, let's keep going here. We have Gnome, Custodianship. Okay. Okay, so for some of you, you're the one that takes care of everybody when they roll too hard, or they drink too much, or they get too high. You know, no judgment here. We have Badger Spirit. We have Persecution. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you don't take any shit from nobody. We have Lover, Light Attributes, Great Passion and Devotion, Unbridled Appreciation of Someone or Something. Okay, some of you guys, not all of you, but some of you guys, some of your friends, yeah, they would love to have a chance for more with you. That probably makes you really uncomfortable, huh? Yeah, they would love to have a chance to have more with you. Let me push this up a little bit. There we go. They would love to have a chance to go deeper. I don't feel like, for a few of you, this is like they want to hit it. Okay, I'm just going to be, you know, flat out honest about that. Some of your friends they really think you're hot. Okay, now there are some of you guys who have like a friend who's in love with you, like love, but they don't want to ruin the friendship. But I don't know if they're going to be able to contain themselves. Okay, we have Messiah, Serving Humanity with Humility. So when I said that you had a friend in love with you, some of you were like, no. No, like really? Some of you guys, what you do for work, or what you want to do for work, has to do with serving humanity in some kind of way. Like nursing, doctor, could be you cook really great food and you're going to have a restaurant and that serves humanity. You know, it's just different for different people. I don't mean like, okay, I know how that sounded when I said cooking food and serving humanity. Like, what's that movie, Soylent Green? You know, that I didn't read it that way. I am in a goofy mood, you guys. Okay, so they think you're a really good person. All right, they think you're a really like just a really good person. They really love your energy. They love how giving you are. They love how you think about things like the environment. You think about things like the unhoused. You think about things like equality. Um, some of you guys may be really interested in politics and things like that. Like it seems like group two, your worldview is much more expanded. You may smoke a little of the devil's lettuce every now and then. Okay, keep going. We have lion. People are starstruck when you enter a room. You have charisma and know when to take the lead and when to be humble. Ah, you have star energy. You're charismatic, honey. That's why you have this lover energy around you. People love being around you. Do you know that? Do you know that? They do. Some of you guys are like, come on now. Come on now. Don't blow me up, Amy. I'm sorry. That's what the card says. I'm starstruck. You're probably a Leo. I'm a Leo too. I'm a Leo rising and a Leo moon. Hello. How are you? Yeah. So, and I know you're probably like, that humbleness is real with the Leo. A lot of people think Leos aren't really humble. They really are. The attention a Leo gets can make them uncomfortable, even though they're born for it. And I feel like your friends love being around you. I think you probably make people laugh. I think you probably have a sense of humor, probably a dark sense of humor at times. And people enjoy that. You can be the life of the party. You can also be the responsible one at the party as well, you know. And I feel like you have a unique perspective on like terrible events. I know how that sounds, but I just feel like when something bad happens, you often probably have a joke about it because you've probably had so many dark things happen that you've had to use your sense of humor to kind of keep you going. And so now your sense of humor is almost like a weapon of positivity. You take darkness and you transmute it through your sense of humor into light. And the laughter, the joy that you bring to other people, it's like it lightens people's load. That's pretty deep, right? Okay, we have groundhog. Solo time is required for you at this time. You are recognizing that you need you only. Okay, let me read this again. Solo time is required for you at this time. You are recognizing that you only need you and your path to grow. So I feel like you're very unique. Like this lion will listen to other motherfuckers. Like, I'm going to listen to what you have to say. But just know in the end, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. Because I know the way. Because you are what? Aligned. This group is aligned as fuck. And your friends know you are. Do you hear the echo? No. Because it's true. No one's echoing. No one's talking. Because I feel like your friends around you know. They know you're aligned with something. They enjoy being around you, but I feel like some of your friends know that you are meant for something, I want to say, bigger. But, you know, my own Leo energy is like, I don't want to say that. So, okay, we have raccoon. You are very creative and crafty person. Use your skill to create things people will love and make you money as well. You're crafty. I'm hearing that song by the Beastie Boys. She's crafty. It's an old song, guys. Just humor me. She's crafty. She gets it, whatever. She's crafty. That song. So, you know, you have skills and abilities that you can monetize. I feel like your friends know you're talented. And I feel like you also probably intimidate people. There's the Knight of Swords. You intimidate people. There's the Ten of Swords. Look at that owl. Oh. Okay, so this is what I'm getting for you guys. You probably have some air in your chart. You might be air and fire. I'm sorry. You're very explosive. Okay. I'm air and fire. Hello. How are you? So that would be Libra. I can't think. I want to say Aries. It's not Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The Knight of Swords is an aggressive, fast-moving knight. We have the Ten of Swords here. When you have had enough of some bullshit, it is done, and you take action. Like, you don't sit and wait for shit to happen, you make shit happen. And when someone fucks you or a friend over, this is what happens to them. Like, you don't just unalive the situation, you run it over like 20 times. You are a force to be reckoned with, and your friends know it. You're very strong. All right. We have the Emperor. Boom. Group 2. You have Emperor energy. Your friends feel like you have Emperor energy. Commanding, in control, sitting on your throne. Yeah, that's that Leo royal kind of energy coming forward. And we have the Queen of Cups here. A little bit of water. It's like you're passionate. You feel your way through situations. People are passionate about you. They either love you to death or they hate you. It's like you have people who like are down for you, they'll ride for you, or you have people who hate you, who are envious, who gossip about you. And we have the Star. Boom! You guys, you have star energy, okay, around you. The people, your friends around you feel this. They also feel very lucky to know you. They feel very protective of your energy. Let's get some more on this. I keep wanting to call it Leo energy. I think you're very trusted, okay? Side note here, group 2, you're working on something that feels very big. Okay, with the Emperor here. This is how you leave your enemies. When people fuck you over, your friends know, like, do not fuck group 2 over. Do not mistake that little weed necklace as just a good time. Because if you fuck with this person, it's brutal. It is brutal. But I do feel serious levels of compassion here. I think you can be very giving to those who are loyal to you. I think loyalty is real big for group 2. I think you're a great friend. I think when you let someone in, you're loyal, you have their back, you'll go down with the ship, you'll fight for them. Like you're down for your friends, and they know that. You're very strong. Okay, we have Parrot here. Someone who is either family, platonic, or an ex is obsessed with you, with gossiping about you because they are a miserable soul. Okay, Parrot, let's say it one more time. Parrot, someone who is either family, platonic, or an ex is obsessed with gossiping about you because they are a miserable soul. Okay, so, group 2, you got people talking about you. I think I mentioned that before. I think people talk about you. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be with the star energy, the lion, Leo energy, lover energy. How could you be surprised? People get very obsessive about your energy. Scorpio. Do you have Scorpio in your chart? Did you hear my stomach growl? I'm sorry. You may have Scorpio in like your Venus. I'm sorry. Scorpio Mars. You might have a Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, that kind of thing. But I feel like people, they get obsessive about you. So they either love you or hate you kind of thing. We have Porcupine. Put a ward of protection in your home and yourself because someone is sending their negative intentions toward you to block you. Your friends know that you often have people so jealous that they actually try to fuck you over. And that's why you're like this. That's why, like, the people who mess with you, they don't know. And your friends know. Like, when they hear someone's, like, actually gunning for you, they're like, oh, no. You can't. I cannot believe someone is stupid enough to come for my group too. Like, because when you come for somebody, it's complete annihilation. These people gossiping about you, and they have no idea. The wrath of this porcupine is really a lion. It's big. It's big because you have big star energy. You have big Leo energy. It's massive. So they're going to fuck around and find out, and then they're going to cry about it and tell people how mean and nasty you are. And the truth is, you're not mean and nasty. You don't go after anyone. But if they go after you, all bets are off, right? Stork, better days ahead. It could be a new home, a new car, new job, or new boo. You are the magician of your life. Okay, so your friends know that you're a powerful manifester. And when you're focused, when this lion energy is focused, there's nothing that you can't do. And you don't allow petty bullshit to get in your way. You don't allow people or distractions to get in your way. You will absolutely run people over. And the only time you're sorry is when someone gets hurt. But there are some people in your life who have pretended to be friends to you, right? This may have happened recently. Could be family who pretended to be friends to you, who got your trust, who you talked to, and they fucked you over. And what did you do? You annihilated them. And now they're forgotten, right? And your friends, family, whoever this is, watched you do it. And they know you're lethal. They also know that you're moving towards something powerful because that's the only thing that could make you focus like this. Your energy has shifted. With this Visca Pisces energy here, this Ouroboros, there's a major energy shift. And it's like you are aligned with something big, okay? That's not really what this reading is about, but your friends can feel it, all right? And I encourage you to you guys, if you partake, maybe, relax more. Because I feel like your energy is very intense right now. And I feel your focus, group 2. Your friends feel it too. And I just want to say, whoever this is who has brought this out in you, what they don't understand is they have narrowed your focus. All of this intensity, when it's not going towards destroying your enemy, it's going towards conquering your goals. All the things that people are trying to block or get in front of, you are running it over. No one's going to stop you, okay? And your friends know that. They know you're unstoppable. They admire that. A lot of your friends wish they could be like you. And in some ways, you may not realize it, but you're modeling that kind of determination for your friends. You're showing them the strength of determination, the strength of will, the strength of not allowing the distractions in life to get you off your game. Because you've grown. Like you have some friends who are at a different level than you. And I don't mean that badly. Because we're all at different levels, but you're more focused on creating a life for yourself. Because you've worked on yourself. A lot of your friends are probably still working on themselves. Not that we stop working on ourselves, but you've moved into a different kind of level where you're working on manifesting things in your life. You've made some of the changes and now you're wanting to see some of the manifestations, and they're watching you. They're becoming inspired by your moves. And it's awesome to see, because I feel like quite a few of you, group 2, are connected with people in your oversoul, like the big soul group that you're a part of. And you're going to help inspire and catalyst other people on their own personal journey that's similar to yours, but of course different and very individual. All right, let's get you guys some letters and some charms. Okay, group two, these are your letters and your charms. These could be your initials, a friend's initials, a screen name, something meaningful. Just take what resonates here. We have UYUEE, CRMAK, WRCAG, BIMTK, OVDIAF. All right, we have a seashell here, so some water energy. I feel like you're very creative. You're really, really creative here. We have this like green, what is this? What is this stone? I can't, it's a green stone. I feel like you have a lot of healing energy, like we talked about earlier. I think you don't heal in a traditional way. I think you heal through the joy you give people who are around you. We have money here, a money charm. And I feel like, you know, you're very talented, and I think there's a lot of potential. We have the pumpkin as well for you to bring in abundance. I feel like your friends know that they can count on you as well. I think you're very generous with your friends, with your own resources. I think if you have it and you can help a friend out and they need it, they can count on you. And I feel like the friends that you have, you may not have a whole lot of close friends, but the friends that you have, they're like, you're down for them. They're like family. They can call on you anytime and you'd be there for them. For you, that's what friendship is. And that's why maybe you don't feel like you have a lot of close friends. Some of you guys may be in nursing. Here's a heart with a nurse, a little nurse's hat on it as well. And I feel like you're really connected. I think you guys are on your pathway towards your life purpose. I don't really like that title, but that's what we have here. We have the little gingerbread man, and I feel like you're chasing after a dream, you're chasing after an opportunity, and your friends are very inspired by your drive. They're inspired by what you're doing. They're inspired by the things you've overcome. And I feel like the way that you move through issues like people gossiping about you, I think the way you handle people who have a false sense of closeness with you, I think people who fall in love with you, I think you handle those in a really cool way. I think you didn't always, and sometimes, you know, you're not perfect, but for the most part, you're very compassionate with people, and you try to let people down easily. You try to remain friends with people, but there's always going to be a problem with envy here. Okay, that's just something, it's probably in your natal chart. Okay, it's just people are always envious of you because they feel your potential. It's like you carry this signature, this energy around you of potential, of abundance, of talent. You may have that thing, you know, that some people have, that some people love, some people hate, and some people are intimidated by, and some people find makes them very envious, you know, and you can't help it. And I feel like the more you get comfortable with that idea, the further you can go, the more quickly, okay? Not everyone is going to like you. And when you can walk into that power and accept that, you become more powerful. You're able to move more quickly through things because you no longer are hurt by the fact that someone doesn't like you, someone doesn't vibe with you. And you're more quickly able to find the people who do. And that allows you to line up with opportunities that are meant for you, okay? And I feel like your friends know that they can always turn to you when they're feeling down, because I feel like you really pick your friends up. I think you cheer people up, and it's your natural tendency to do that. But I want to ask you, who is there for you? I asked that for group 1 too, and I feel like asking it to you. Out of all your friends, who is there for you? Those are the relationships that I'm hearing Spirit wants you to build on. The people who are there for you, the people who show up for you. Okay. Those are the connections that are worth you investing more of your time. Because as you move further into your life purpose, as some of you find more levels of success, those connections to those people who have been there for you during the rough times, during the times of struggle, these times right now, they're going to have more meaning and they're going to be more precious to you. All right. Okay, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. If you want to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I will see you, beautiful magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that were drawn to the Saturn necklace. This is going to be your reading all about what do your friends really think of you. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I will be getting charms and letters at the end of the group. So let's get into it. We have air, philosophy, discrimination, empathy. I feel like you're really smart just from the get-go here. Oops. I feel like your friends think you're really smart. Solitude, independent, peace. You may be a Libra, Aquarius, a Gemini. We have starseed, self, memories, identity. Okay, you may be LBGTQ plus as well. Let's see, we have Raven, determination, very determined soul. You're a fighter, very strong. We have Lizard, survival. Okay, you've been through a lot. We have Frog, creativity. You may be an artist. You may be a musician, something creative here. Yeah, okay. We have hero, heroine, light attributes, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Saboteur, light attributes, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. I think your friends have seen you go from a very disempowered person to a very empowered person, probably accepting things about yourself that were very difficult, maybe because of the way you were raised. Maybe you were raised in a very oppressive environment, and there are some things about yourself that you've grown not to just accept, but to love and embrace. And it's very inspiring to people around you, to your friends. You may feel like you don't have a lot of close friends. Maybe you have just a couple of friends. But because people know you're independent, there's also this air here of like isolation, of independence. I feel like you might feel uncomfortable in general with people. You may be a little bit of a true introvert. I don't feel a lot of extroverted tendencies here, but when bravery is required, you have it. You have it. Like when your voice is required, you are so empowered that you speak. It's like you're the kind of person that at times you can be very quiet, but when you speak, it speaks volumes. Okay, we have hedonist, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Okay, what I'm getting with this is that there has been a shift in your energy from like probably one of almost self-hatred, kind of despising yourself, a lot of depression, a lot of just oppressive energy, you kind of making yourself small, to kind of like growing into this large expanded energy of like acceptance, of walking in the truth of yourself. I also feel like you know how to have a good time. Like the people that you have let in your life, they know that when they hang out with you, it's going to be a good time. It's making me think, especially with this particular necklace here, with Saturnella, like party. Like you know how to party and have a good time and relax with your when you're with your friends. You just don't trust a whole lot of people to do that with in the first place. But the people who can get there with you, they love to hang out with you. They love to have conversations with you. I think you're very intelligent and your conversations are very expansive to other people. I feel Sagittarius energy here, like big expansive energy of Jupiter as well. Okay, let's get some more cards going here for you guys. We have a pigeon. Don't let anyone breadcrumb you. They want to have their cake and eat it too. Fuck that. Yeah, I feel like you don't accept being anyone treating you less than what you deserve. So I think you feel like most people treat people that way. So when you meet a rare person who treats you how you treat them, that you call that your friend. And that's why some of you don't have a lot of people in your life. The people in your life give you the same energy you give them. So you have deep, intense friendships. Some of your deep friendships at times could borderline on romantic, and it doesn't matter gender, it doesn't matter any of that stuff. I feel like you guys may be actually pansexual. You may be a person who falls your romantic connections are based upon like who a person is, and that kind of thing. Okay, we have Dove here. You are going into a period of peace you find within. You might be dreaming of birds. This is a sign from Spirit. Air sign energy there. I feel like you work really hard at keeping your peace because you're a survivor. You've had to be really determined with this raven here to overcome some really, I mean, this lizard's tough little dude, okay? Been out in the hot sun, been without water, been without nurturing, been without care, been treated roughly, and has survived it. Lived to tell the tale. So I feel like you protect yourself fiercely. You protect your peace. And that's why you're very choosy about who you let into your energy. And some people find you very guarded. You probably have people in your energy right now. I think that's what I'm feeling, some of you, who want to be your friend. Some of them are very intimidated. Your walls are very high. You may have had someone try to come in really recently, and they got really weird with you. They started throwing around things that were very insulting. They didn't even realize they were being insulting, and you were completely turned off. And I would say to you that it's important that you always are open to redefining your boundaries and understanding that sometimes your energy can be intimidating and it can be hard for people to approach you. And I understand why they're high. I understand you should have standards for the people you let in your life. Absolutely. Because you and I both know that not everyone is your friend. Okay. We have Elephant here. Spirit is saying you are a queen or king with very strong values, and your ancestors are constantly giving you guidance. Yeah, you are being guided by your ancestors. I feel like, honestly, I'm surprised the wolf isn't here because I feel like you're a lone wolf in so many ways. You have connections in your pack, but you don't really let too many people in. I just feel like if you have a lot of friends, this probably isn't your group, okay? So you're somebody asking about what your friends think of you, and you don't have a lot of friends. But the thing is the people you do have in your life who you consider a friend, they're deep connections. And they know that you protect your space. They also know that you're very heroic, like you've been through a lot. And a lot of times, great champions, they don't run in packs, for reasons. And I get that you don't want anything to do with anyone's drama. You don't want to be a part of anyone's drama. I feel like with the hedonist card here, after everything you've been through, you guard your peace so you can focus on the work that you have, the life you want to live, so that you can have some fun with the people who are meaningful to you. The people who you can have deep conversations. It's like this. If you can have a deep conversation with someone, then you can smoke weed with them if you smoke weed. Or you can drink with them, or you can party with them, or whatever. Okay? If you can't have a deep conversation with them, then you don't really want to talk to them at all. You're either completely deep, you may be an INFP if you're into personality types. INFP's brains are kind of backwards. They need the depth before they can get the casualness. INFPs kind of live in their own, they're called the fairy tale archetype because they kind of live in their own world, and it kind of runs by their own rules. And trust and loyalty is very important. And they trust few people because a lot of times people take advantage of INFPs because they tend to, at the very beginning of life, they tend to be very trusting. And a lot of times they have a rough first part of their life, because people do take advantage of this kind of personality. And you tend to be very introverted. You feel things. You're very empathic. You can be very psychic, and extremely creative. This group is extremely creative. And if you're not being creative, I encourage you, that mental space you have, group 3, all those creative thoughts, get them out into the world. That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to give birth to new ideas, new ways of seeing things, new creativity, new creations. And I think the people who are closest to you, they know how creative you are. They can feel the possibilities for you. It's hard, though, to bridge the mental space and the physical grounding, bringing in of those ideas. I get that. But don't let that intimidate you, okay? All right, let's keep going here. What do your friends really think of you? The 8 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 4 of Swords. We're not reading reversals. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the 5 of Cups. All right. So I think your friends feel like you're always in deep thought. Like you're a very deep person. And it's like you're always, like you have a lot of internal battles going on. Probably from the survival card here. You've had a lot to overcome. Group 3, you've had a lot to survive. There's been a lot of grieving. There's been a lot of fighting in your life. You've had to fight to be here. Some of you guys have literally had to fight to be here. And you've had to walk away from people, places, and things. Sometimes family. Because there was toxicity here. And that's why a lot of you guys don't have a lot of people, period, in your life. It's almost like you chose a life of being alone versus having to live in like this hypervigilant survival state all the time. With the 4 of Swords here, I'm feeling like you cherish your peace and recovery time. Like you know that you need a lot of rest and downtime and alone time to deal with this 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups situation. Like it takes time to heal this kind of stuff. And you're prone to pull away from people. That's also why people don't stick around. I felt this in another group. I can't remember if it was group 1 or not, but I think it was group 1. But I feel like when you pull away, a lot of times it's because of the war going on in your head about this survival card here. About your need to be a hero, heroine, heroic person. Sometimes with the Saboteur card here, you get in your own way, like your thoughts get in your own way. Your friends, people closest to you know that you get in your own head and get locked there sometimes. And it takes you kind of getting grounded, being in your own energy to kind of clear that out. You have to kind of be alone. Unplug, recharge. And then we have the Knight of Wands here. Charismatic. I don't think you realize, because you have this introverted energy, but your personality is popping. Like you're very charismatic. People like being around you. They appreciate you. You're very, again, creative. I think you have a lot to offer other people. And I feel this energy of like victory with you, with the hero card and the Knight of Wands. It just feels like this is someone who has conquered a lot of battles, has won wars, but hasn't told anybody. You know, you don't wear it on your sleeve like, look at me, look at all the battles I've won. It's like it shows through your behavior. It shows through how selective you are about the people you let in your life. You are a quality person. People want to know you. They want to know your story. They want to know what you've been through. They want to know what's made you who you are. You also have this air of mystery around you that intrigues people. People want to know what you do. What do you do when you're alone? What do you do with all that alone time? I think like your friends get intrigued with what do you do? I'm hearing that a lot. Like, what do you do? I'm also hearing like, what did you do to become this person? Like, I've watched you change. How did you come out like being like this? Still enjoying life after everything you've been through. Like, how did you come out such a champion after being dragged through this survival stuff, this five of cups, five of swords situation? It's like you were facing both like physical fights. This could be health, it could be trauma, emotional, mental fights as well. Like, this could be mental health, it could be emotional problems. And yet you still battle on, and you've won some of those battles. Some of those battles will wage on the rest of your life, but you're victorious. And I feel like your friends wonder, like, how did you do it? How did you get that far? I think they're amazed by you. I think people are more amazed by you than what you think. I think you're impressive. You're the Knight of Wands. You're very impressive. And I encourage you, I understand why you guard your energy, but I encourage you to reconsider letting more people in and letting more people get to know you, okay? Because you are worth knowing, all right? Okay, group 3, let's get your letters and your charms. Okay, group 3, these are going to be your letters and your charms. Now it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, the initials of a friend, a screen name, something meaningful. Just take what resonates. So I'm going to read your letters off. We have ZNJGLEYA, ZFKI, DWMCBLAJ, EVM. All right, we have a couple shells here. So again, I'm feeling like you're very connected. You're very creative. Okay. Okay. I have a big angel wing here. And what I'm feeling specifically for this group is you have archangel energy around you. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Sandalphon. I could go on and on. Archangel Hanel. If you have ever wondered about them or looked in or been drawn to like look into them. There are archangel prayers all over YouTube, and I just there is someone, what is her name? Starhawk? I think her name is Starhawk. Anyway, she has some really cool archangel prayers that you might find helpful. Okay. And I feel like with the vampire teeth here, I feel like you are just so aware of how easy it is to get parasites in your life, for them to latch onto you, that you just don't play. You don't play around with people, with just anyone in your life. You're very selective about who you let in your life, because you guard your peace, and you don't let people take advantage of you. But I feel like it may be time for you to reconsider letting some people in your life. Don't let the ghosts of the past, here's a ghost charm, don't let the ghosts of the past hold you back from being able to like have good people in your life, allowing you to have new experiences. I feel like having some new people in your life will help you grow. Okay. Yes, with the zombie here, yes, there are heartless people. Okay. I feel it's being like pointed out. Yes, people are heartless, Amy. I don't want to get hurt. Listen, with the witch's hat here, step into your power and understand that you can withdraw your energy from a relationship at any time. Okay, you can tell somebody, you know what, this isn't working for me, if you feel something negative. But closing yourself off to people, it isn't good for you. You need to have people in your life. And I feel like for some of you, it's just time for you to allow people to come close to you. Here is this blue stone here. I'm feeling lapis lazuli energy with this particular star. And I'm feeling like there's a need here for you to communicate more with people and allow more people into your life, okay? And we have the bull's heads here, and I'm feeling like you can be a little stubborn. You can be a little demanding at times. You may set your standards really high. And listen, we should have high standards for the people we allow in our life. However, those standards should be tools, and they shouldn't be reasons to keep people out. They should be tools to help us filter out the people who are red flags. But they shouldn't be tools to keep everyone out. If you're keeping everyone out, it may be time for you to revisit your boundaries, revisit your standards. You know, I feel like group 3, you may have standards for yourself that borderline on perfectionism. I don't want to trigger anybody, but some of you guys may have some issues with food and your appearance and things like that. And you may have OCD as well. And these kind of ideas, these kinds of things may run over into your relationships. And what's happening is it's keeping you from making meaningful connections to people who can help you heal up your sense of self. You know, we can't completely heal in isolation. Okay. Sometimes we need to see ourselves through other people's eyes, and letting people in your life will help you see yourself through other people's eyes. Okay. Because I feel like you're a really beautiful soul. You've been through a lot. You're very powerful. You're very creative. You're a warrior. You're a champion. But even you need to lighten up and have some fun. And that's what friends can do for you. I think the people that know you think so highly of you, think so highly of you. And they would like to know you more. They would like to be a deeper friend, a more there for you friend, if you'll let them in. So I encourage you to expand your relationships, your friendships, and allow more people in. I think you'll be far more happier for it. It may be difficult. You may have to become a little bit more vulnerable, and that might be really the root of why you don't have as many friends as maybe the other groups do. Okay, you may have some issues with emotional vulnerability, which is completely understandable for what you've been through. Okay, there's no judgment here. It's just an observation of something that you might want to work through. And if you need professional help, please go seek it. That's what professionals are for. I'm just a woman with a gift, and I'm sharing it with you. All right? Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you want to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you, beautiful magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey group 4, all of you that selected this black triangle necklace, this is going to be your reading all about what do your friends really think of you. Lady Magdalene over at Magdalene's Crafts sent me this necklace, and it's such a pretty necklace. I really like it. It has such a cool vibe. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling cards if I need to for clarification, and I will be getting letters and charms at the end of the group. So, all right, let's see what came out for you. What do your friends really think of you? Tall whites, uncertainty, distrust, guarded. Okay, so they think you're a little guarded. All right. We have movement, long distance, travel, excitement. Okay. All right. We have timid, misunderstood, shy. Okay, so the general vibe here I'm getting from these 3 cards is, first of all, I feel like you don't trust people easily. And I think the people that know you know that. Like, they've had to build trust with you, and that's okay with them because a lot of your friends are a lot like you. That's what I'm getting here. We have tall whites and the grays. And although they're different, right? They're kind of similar. Although this one's tall, this one's short, I'm feeling like, but they both have light skin. They both are aliens. They both have weird eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a lot of similarities. So they understand why you are the way you are, and they're cool with that. They're okay with you may be a slow moving friend. You may take your time coming to like events or answering messages or things like that. And they're totally okay with it. It doesn't bother them because they're the same way. And I feel like sometimes people misunderstand you. They may think you're shy. You're not really shy. You're just cautious because I feel like you've been burned by people. You may have a lot of like online friends or friends that are not close to you. You may not have a lot of friends in your area. If you do, you may not get together with them very much. But I feel like there's also this energy about you that makes your friends feel really excited to like interact with you. Like you're funny, you have a great personality, like people really enjoy your company. You may not realize that. You may not realize how much people really enjoy being around you. That's why I'm here to tell you. People enjoy being around you, group 4. Okay, I think it's important that you know that. We have guide, light attributes, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Okay, I feel like some of your friends feel like you're a guide, like literally through life, or you know a lot because you've been through a lot about life, or you're very spiritually connected. You might be a little witchy, and so they trust your advice. They trust your insight. I feel like you're a very straight shooter. Sometimes people think you might be a little blunt, even a little rude, but it's not because you're trying to be rude or blunt. I think it's just like you're a straight shooter, and you don't like mess around. Like you don't, I'm hearing the term pussyfoot around. You don't do that. Like you tell people how it is because that's how you want to be treated. I think you've been lied to and misled a lot in your life, and because of that, you don't want to do that to other people. Okay, what else we have here? We have child orphan, light attributes, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Yeah, I feel like you're like a lone wolf. And so the people who get to know you feel lucky that they've been let in. It's like they're in a secret club and they have the Dakota ring. And they feel like, I've gotten in the secret club, I got the Dakota ring, I'm special. Like you make people who get into your friend group feel special. They feel blessed to know you. Aw, you guys, group 4. That's so sweet. We have mouse, advantage. We have elf, mischief. Are you mischievous? Yeah, your friends think you're mischievous, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. This isn't bad. Swan, fidelity. You're very loyal. You're a very loyal friend. And you will beat a bitch's ass if someone steps to your friends. You will have their back, any way, shape, or form. And if one of your friends needs you, you're there. No questions asked. Like you are down, group 4. You are a down friend. And I'm being pulled to this mouse card. And I feel like some people, we have timid here and we have mouse. And I feel like some people misjudge your energy. Maybe you might also be like shorter statue. You may be shorter, you guys. I'm 5'3", so whatever. Okay, but they may misjudge you as being timid or weak or whatever, you know. And the truth is that many times the shorter, the more feisty. Okay, so I feel like you have a mischievous, feisty spirit. You're a fighter. You're very brave. You're courageous, and you have a lot of loyalty to people, and they love that. You're also not above like raising a ruckus. You'll raise the ruckus. You don't care anymore. It's almost like you've let go of so much bullshit from like child orphan, of being alone. You're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to be who I am. And if I'm alone, if I'm a lonely weirdo, then oh well. And what happened is you formed the Lonely Weirdos Club. And now people who are your friends feel like they're in the Lonely Weirdos Club with you. It's kind of beautiful, you guys. Okay, we have horse. Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to free yourself from something or someone if the vibration is not aligning with you anymore. Bam, this is you. You do this. The minute someone is no longer aligned with you, you're like, done, over, it's gone, we're finished. You do not have time to entertain relationships that do not serve you. You just don't anymore. You're not that person. I feel like, you know, before that thing happened in 2020, you know, that thing, I think you probably played patty cake and acted, you know, with people you knew that really didn't serve you, but you were like, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Now you ruffle feathers. If you and somebody don't get along, you're like, look, we just don't get along anymore. It's nothing personal. Bye-bye. And it is personal. You can't help but make it personal. But to you, it's just like, it's collateral damage. I think because you've let go of so much, you just accept loss as part of life now. It doesn't rock your boat like it used to. You just understand that's the flow of life. And you know when something leaves, something else is going to present and someone else will come into your life. It's not like you're using people. You just understand that sometimes people no longer align. And so the people who are in your life, your friends, feel really special to be a part of your life. They love that decoder ring. Gorilla, they fear you and spy on you because they see you as a threat. They will never be as good as you are. Yeah, you have enemies. You have enemies who fear you. You are intimidating as fuck, group 4. Your friend, that's why your friends feel so lucky to be in your circle, like to know you, because you're so intimidating. You're so powerful. You have so many abilities. And people feel it. Like when you enter a room, people feel your power. It's not something you can hide. You see it in your eyes, like you wear it like a sweater. It can't be avoided. And you may have people who gossip about you, who, like if you're in the magic community, you may have people throwing magic at you because you're so intimidating. And for some reason, some people feel like if you're getting some stuff, then they don't get that stuff. Like your abundance takes away from them in some way, which is bullshit. But you're used to this. Like these people who fear you, who try to get in your way, start drama and all that shit, they don't realize all the stuff you've been through. So for you, it ain't nothing. You're going to walk through that shit like it's nothing. I feel like you have the ability to, like, when people are throwing garbage at you, it's almost like you see right through them. They're not even there. It's like you have this ability to forget people, to make people feel invisible. And it's so powerful that it has almost like a hexing effect on them, where they start to feel like they don't matter anymore. You're very, very powerful. You don't have to do any like magical stuff. Like a lot of your magical stuff is done, your manifesting is done in your mental space. And you project that out. And so these people who throw things at you, a lot of them may not have ever been in the same room with you. And they don't realize that, like, they're poking at a T-Rex. It's not a bear. It's a fucking T-Rex. And they have no idea. And your friends know this. They know that you're strong. And they feel very fortunate to be your friend. And the thing is that you have some friends that you can learn so much from. That's why you mesh so well together, because you both have so much to give to each other. The friends that you have, it's very mutual. It's like a meeting of the minds. It's a different level of friendship. It's friendship at a soul level where people are giving to each other in ways that feed each other. And it's not coming from a sense of lack. It's coming from a sense of abundance and a sense of, I can give you this, you give me this, we give to each other in a mutual way. And it's not like I give to get. It's like I give because I want to. I don't care if you give back to me. That is a beautiful kind of friendship. And that takes time. You may have people who come into your life who think they have that with you, but there's still expectations. They still expect things from you. Like they give to you with the expectation that you're going to give back to them, kind of thing. And the truth is that the people you align with are the people that you can give to and know that you don't expect them to give back to you. You know that when they feel guided to give to you, they will. Done. That it's not a score-keeping situation. That's not what this kind of person's friendships are. It's really an expansive, very elevated, 5D, if you will, level of friendship. It's beautiful. We have sloth. Don't sit there holding on to the past while life passes you by. Remember to keep pushing. You can pass go and collect $200. Okay, let me read this again. The font on this card's weird. Okay, don't sit there holding on to the past while life passes you by. Remember to keep pushing on so you can pass go and collect $200. Yeah, you have a very strong sense of determination to see things completed. Let's see your tarot here. We're not going to read reversals. We have the Knight of Cups. Very giving. The Four of Cups. We have the Sun. There's that magnetism that draws people to you. Very magnetic. We have the Six of Pentacles. Healing, deep healing relationships. Relationships and friendships that are rooted in past life energy. You may have the people who are in your circle have past life, important past life connections, multiple past life connections with you. And that's why the relationship, it feels so evolved or like 5D, because you've lived so many lifetimes together that there's no pressure. There's no like hurry, or I must, or I'm afraid that I'm going to lose this person. There's none of that. And when you no longer align, you no longer align. But a lot of your friends that you make good friends with, they're lifetime friendships. And that's why there's no rush, because you have a whole lifetime to be friends, no matter what time of your life you meet them. And we have Temperance. Your friends know that you are divinely guided, that you definitely have the presence of the divine in your life. And they know that with the Four of Cups here, the divine is always present. You are connected with the divine on a consistent basis. And with this Knight of Cups here, I feel like you have entered a time of your life where your manifestations are showing up. And a lot of them will come through friends. A lot of them will come through people giving to you. You will have more people coming forward towards you. And I feel like you have a lot of emotion to give to others. People feel like you're really compassionate. You're very connected again to the divine. You're very healing. You may be a healer. You may heal in an unusual way. And I feel like there's a radiant energy of positivity and magnetism around you. And again, it probably draws people to you. It can make people a little obsessive with your energy. And people can get jealous. Okay? You probably have had some issues with people being jealous of you. I get it. I get it. And it can make you not want to let people in. Because people do want to be in your energy. And you're just at the point in your life where you're like, I want people who are down for me and my energy. I don't want to waste my time with people who are there to play, And I get that. You have a right to have standards for who you let close in your life, okay? Just like I told group 3, don't allow that energy to close you off, all right? Okay, we have Spider. They tried to trap your energy and sent you the evil eye, but you're unaware of it, because it's being sent back to sender like a boomerang. So you're so powerful, like people send stuff to you, like the evil eye, negativity, that kind of stuff, and it just goes back to you. It goes back to them automatically. Like you may not even know it's been sent. That's how powerful you are. Now, a lot of you, the only way you'll know it's being sent is because you'll have a guide or an archangel come and tell you and say, hey, blah, 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 hit your ward, or one of your wards was hit, or you'll have like a mark, or your ward will be moved, or there'll be something weird with a ward, or your guides will tell you, hey, you've got someone throwing the evil eye at you. It's already been returned, but we just want you to know. We want you to know. Because you are awake. You are aware of the activities that are going on in astral and in other realms. All the energy that's coming towards you. You're very aware of it. Okay. Tree shrew. This person has a bad habit. It could be drinking too much. They don't know how to heal and find peace to defeat the monster. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you, there may have been addiction problems for you, or in your past, or you may have had someone in your life who've had addiction problems. Just take what resonates here. And that may also be why you don't put up with a lot of nonsense from people. If someone, you know what it's like to be used by someone who has addictive issues. Maybe you've done it and been toxic, however this works. But when someone shows you toxic red flags, you talk about it, and if that doesn't work, then you let them go. You'll only work on it so much, and if like one of your friends starts their addictive behavior, you only have so much time, like the stopwatch goes off. There's only so much time before it's like, we're done. Until you get this under control, we're done. When you have friends who start doing toxic behaviors or toxic patterning, and you're the same way. Now, when you go into a toxic pattern, a lot of times you will pull back from your friends because you do not want to be toxic. If you don't pull back, sometimes you look towards your friends to tell you that you're being toxic, and they don't always do that because sometimes they're intimidated by you. So more and more throughout your life, you're learning how to kind of like self-regulate that, where, you know, if you feel like you're being toxic, you kind of pull back for a little bit of time of kind of self-reflection. And we have jellyfish. Don't overthink it. Just go with the flow. Don't let someone manipulate you and make you insecure. They want you to stay caged and in the shadows. So I feel like you in the past have had to dull your shine so much that now you're like, you're not doing that anymore. You won't dull your shine for anyone. And your friends love that about you. They love the real you. They love when you let your light shine. These are people who are your biggest cheerleaders, and you're their biggest cheerleaders. You're the kind of friend that, like, when your friend accomplishes something, you're like, yay, you're so happy. There isn't any backhanded compliments here. All the compliments are honest and true, face-to-face kind of compliments. Everything in these kind of friendships are real and true. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful energy. Let's get some initials, letters, and charms for you guys. Okay, group 4, these are your letters and your charms. Now, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates. These could be your initials, your friend's initials. It could be a screen name, could be a meaningful word. Just take what resonates here. I'm going to read them off for you. We have AEIDTHUXGKENZDRESOMFAZLYCYV. Okay, so we have a couple of shells here. We have the state of California. I feel like you guys need to relax. You guys, I think your friends are like, you need to relax. Sometimes you go too hard on things. You get too intense on things, and you don't take a breath, okay? You're very supported in what you're doing. You don't need to overwork yourself. It's all going to work out in your favor. We have money here. The money charm came out. Everything's going to work out in your favor, okay? And working yourself to death isn't going to make it come out any quicker. Okay, we have the Hamsa here. This is a protective symbol. You're very protected in what you're doing. We have the indigenous coin here, so you may have Native American or indigenous ancestors around you protecting this process that you're going through. And I feel like at times you may feel like wearing a mask here, like putting a mask up for people. Maybe you do at your job, you know, to kind of get through the day. But your friends know that when they're around you and when they communicate with you, they get the real you. They're not getting the mask that you project, like professionally or at the office or for others. Like, this is the friends that get the real you, and they love the real you. And a lot of them want you to show the world the real you, and not just the impressions that you give out, the safe impressions here. Okay, and I feel like your friends some of them, they want to help take care of you. Like they're concerned for your well-being. You may have health problems or something like that, and a lot of them pray for you. They send you healing energy. This charm has a nursing hat on it, and I feel like they just send you really healing energy. They really care about you. And I feel like with the hearts here, I just feel like your friends have a lot of love for you, and they feel very protective of you. You make your friends feel very special, and a lot of them want to return that to you, and they're trying to figure out how, okay? And I feel like it's really important that you let them be good to you. Let people be good to you. I feel like group 4, you haven't had a lot of people be good to you, and if you don't have a lot of friends, there are friends coming forward for you that are going to be good people. And some of these friends may manifest as guides, like literal friends who are guides to help you through the next chapters of your life. So, and these people will be good to you, and it will surprise you. Some of you guys aren't used to that kind of thing, and it can be shocking, but you deserve this. You're a good person. All right. And you deserve to be good to yourself, and you deserve to have people in your life who are good to you. All right. Okay, group 4, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.